6, 2025. And the first item of business is the roll call, please.
Commissioner Squire?
Here.
Commissioner Bowerman?
Here.
Commissioner Madere?
Here.
Commissioner Markline?
Here.
Commissioner Vosco? Commissioner Dongera?
Here.
And Commissioner Williams.
Here.
6 present, we have a quorum.
Great. Next item is the approval of our minutes. Those will be under consent unless any commission member has a concern or a change. I'm not seeing any, so that passes under consent. Item 3, approval of final plats and certified survey maps and easement releases. And these 6 will all pass under consent unless somebody wants to pull one to review. We have a CSM 25016-C from the Rock Renaissance Partnership LLC, 1 lot along South River Street. Item 2, certified survey map 25017-T, Thomas and Mary J. Hergert, 3 lots along Town Line Road in the town of Harmony. Item number 3, CSM 25018-T, James J. and Bernadette M. Pakes, Revocable Trust, 1 lot along West Cemetery Road in the town of Rock. Item number 4, CSM 25021-C, Arjan and Coridia Mecco, 2 lots along Kells Way. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Item number 5, CSM 25023-C, Daniel and Kirk Weitzel, 3 lots along Midland Road. And number 6, CSM 25024-T, Will-Hugh Acres LLC, 3 lots along US Highway 51 in the town of Rock. And those 6 will all pass under consent. Item number 4, set for public hearing. We have 2 items. They'll both be set for public hearings. First one is a conditional use permit to construct a bank with a drive-through facility. It'll be the Sauk Valley Bank at 1135 Black Bridge Road, and that'll be set for a public hearing at the Plan Commission on October 20th, 2025. The second one set for public hearing, a conditional use permit to establish a dog daycare facility with an outdoor dog run located at 2315 West Court Street, and that also will be set for a public hearing on October 20th, 2025. We have no old business tonight, item 5. So item 6 is new business. And we have 3 items. We're going to combine numbers 2 and 3. But first we'll start with number 1, a preliminary plat of Rockport Ridge Estates, 8th edition.
Good evening, Plan Commission. I'm Brian Schweigel, Senior Planner. The city has received a request from property owner Acadia Homes, LLC, to approve the preliminary plat of Rockport Ridge Estates, 8th edition. The subject property is located on the city's west side, north of Rockport Road and east of the Highway 11 bypass. The plat area is zoned R1, single family and 2-family residence district, and the comprehensive plan designates the property for single family residential urban land use and development. The preliminary plat, as seen on the screen now, would create 9 new residential lots and 2 outlots from 4.8 acres of land. Outlot 2 would be consolidated with the neighboring residential property to the west, and Outlot 3 would be further subdivided into residential lots at a later date. The plat establishes an easement corridor along its easterly boundary for the installation of municipal sanitary sewer to serve the future subdivision and development of Outlot 3 and additional lands to the west. The plat also dedicates public right-of-way 70 feet in width as necessary to extend the Kestrel Point Drive infrastructure between Rimrock Road and Falcon Ridge Drive. The Engineering Division has reviewed and approved the preliminary grading and drainage plan for the project, and the management of stormwater runoff will occur within an existing city-owned pond property located to the northeast of Lot 142. With that, the Planning Division recommends approval of the preliminary plat, subject to conditions listed in the staff report. I believe the applicant is represented in attendance this evening, and I'd be happy to take any questions you may have of me.
Great. Any questions of staff? Seeing none. Any questions of the applicant? Seeing none, what is the wishes of the Plan Commission on this preliminary plat?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. I'd like to make a motion. I move to approve the preliminary plat of Rockport Ridge Estates 8th edition, subject to conditions listed in the Planning Division memorandum dated October 6, 2025.
And second? You? Okay. And so we have a motion by Councilmember Madeir and another second by Councilmember Browerman. Any other comments?
No.
Please vote the old-fashioned way on roll call.
Commissioner Squire,
Yes.
Commissioner Bowerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Madere,
Yes?
Commissioner Dongera,
Yes.
Commissioner Voskell, Commissioner
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Voskell's absence, Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
and Commissioner Markline.
Yes.
Motion is unanimously approved.
Great. Items number 2 and 3 will combine for the presentation, and we will actually vote on them together. If you don't, unless somebody has a concern with that. All right, number 2 is conveyance of a utility easement to TDS on city-owned property located at 1300 Peterson Street and 1300 West Memorial Drive. Number 3 is the same, a conveyance of a utility easement to TDS on city-owned property located at 924 South Jackson and 281 Riverside Street.
Okay, thank you. I'll provide a quick overview of these 2 easement requests from TDS Telecommunications. As most may or may not be aware, TDS Telecommunications has been involved in a citywide effort to provide fiber optic installations throughout the entire community to better serve the Janesville area. At this point, I believe they've completed most of the installation on the east and northeast side, 50% or so from the south side of the city. And at this point in time, they need to cross the river with underground installations in 2 particular locations located north and south of the downtown area. The riverfront lands essentially opposite or west of North Traxler Park includes the first crossing, or the crossing rather, on the north side of downtown. And that is the facility which would consist of an 8-foot utility easement that, a 6-foot utility easement that would extend west of the river and essentially tie in just north of the Mercy Health Mall. On the south side, just west of the Jackson Street Bridge, there is rather a need for utility easements 6 feet in width, west of the Jackson Street Bridge, both north and south of the bridge, in the vicinity of Monterey Park, and across from the new Boys and Girls Club. That particular easement parallels an existing underground natural gas facility, so the corridor is efficiently aligned in that location. In both instances, the Plan Commission reviews the proposed conveyance of rights on any city-owned land to the City Council with a recommendation based on the Public Works Department's review of this request. We find it to be consistent with city plans in the sense that it will facilitate the provision of high-quality services throughout the entire community. And with that, planning staff is recommending that the Commission forward both requests to the City Council with a favorable recommendation, and would be happy to answer any questions you may have on either of these items.
Question of staff? I just had one. It's from reading the map for the first one, the Peterson and Memorial it appears that when you cross a train track, you have to go strictly perpendicular to the train tracks?
Correct.
Okay, that answers my question. All right, what is the wishes of council? Or the plan commission, excuse me?
I do have one question. They're paying $21,600 for the, is that for both easements?
No, the costs are individually calculated for each of the facilities as reflected in the separate reports, staff reports.
I must have missed it in the Peterson one. Okay, thank you.
If,
25,144.
Yeah,
thank you.
it's in there hiding.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll
Go
make a
ahead.
motion. I move to forward the request to convey an easement to TDS on city-owned property at 1300 Peterson Avenue, 1300 West Memorial Drive. Give me a second. 924 South Jackson Street and 281 Riverside Street. To the city council with a favorable recommendation noting that the plan commission has not reviewed the financial aspects of this transaction.
Anybody want to?
Second.
We have one down Larry Square.
Larry, okay.
Any more comments? Larry?
Pretty
straight.
Thank you.
No. With that, let's call the vote.
Commissioner Squire?
Yes.
Commissioner Bowerman?
Yes.
Commissioner Madare?
Yes.
Commissioner Dongera?
Yes.
Commissioner Voskel is absent. Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
And Commissioner Markline.
Yes, that passes unanimously. Next item is the director's report.
Thank you. Just one item that I had to share with the commission this evening. Your next meeting on October 20th will include the next review session for the Janesville zoning and subdivision ordinance update effort that's underway yet this week. We're hoping Wednesday you should receive a distribution of materials that include Article 4 and Article 8 that deals with specific review procedures for processing development-related requests. And then Article 8 is a separate category of regulations that deals with alternative development proposals, which includes the discussion we had at the last meeting on tiny homes as well as mixed residential housing district options, as well as a variety of other items. But we are still working through some of the revisions that we're making with the consultant before we distribute that, but you will have that this week, and we're hoping at least a week and a half to review that. So that'll be posted again to the website at the same time. Materials are distributed to the commission, and if you have comments, you can certainly refer to staff in a variety of ways, or comment certainly through the website. I don't believe I have any other comments. We're sticking to the schedule that we laid out for the months of October, November, and December, and moving with purpose through this review process. That's all I had.
I just had a question from a constituent, and it relates to a wind shear storm that we had earlier this spring that went down Milton Avenue, amongst other places. And it took out pretty much all the arborvitae screening between the Janesville Mall and the Milton Lawn Cemetery. And the question was, is that the mall's responsibility to replace it, or was that on Milton Lawn's property? And if so, would the city contact the responsible party to put up some sort of a green barrier in the near future?
Yeah, I don't have the answer to that question unless, Brian, offhand, do you know? So it hasn't come to our attention yet, but we will certainly further inquire and find out which property the plantings exist on and what the requirements are associated with maintaining that green screening buffer.
Yeah, they said it looks pretty bad right now. They just took out what they needed and left it.
Okay.
And they would like to see it back. They would like to see it back the way it was. That ain't going to happen. Those were 40-year-old or more arborvitaes, but just thought I would pass their concerns along to staff.
We
Anyone
will
else?
look into that and, yep,
Huh?
we will look into that and
All right.
follow up.
Yeah, Dwayne, I just had two things if you could just touch base with the consultant on, and
Sure.
you're probably already aware of them. But I was reading where the state legislature is considering two bills right now, AB 449 and AB 451. The first one would require municipalities to permit accessory dwelling units on properties with existing single-family homes. So whatever that language that's proposed, might have something to do with what we finally come up with. And then the second thing was on possible use of residential tax incremental districts for residential development. I think we had talked about that before, and so that might have a major impact on what the city, or what we might consider going forward. Just so they're aware of that, so maybe in the next meeting we can either maybe just touch on those.
Yes, I'm personally aware of the draft legislation, which is early in that process, but can sometimes move very quickly. And and actually, I only saw it maybe mid-last week, Thursday, I think, when it was released. And so we're aware of that, and we'll be monitoring that. And yes, it would affect some of the regulations that we're looking at. So thank you.
I have one thing.
Thank you.
I have one thing. Guinness, I was out in that area again, off of Dublin and that new subdivision southeast of Schaefer Park.
Yes.
Very narrow streets, still parking on both sides. And I thought if there were a narrow street, parking was not allowed at least on one side, or is it on both sides?
Where a narrow street is constructed, meaning it's typically 28 feet from curb to curb. Parking would be restricted on one side of that roadway, that corridor, to ensure, sufficient and safe passage of two-lane traffic or vehicles, including emergency response vehicles. So we can look into, to see which side. I don't recall offhand which side, but that is.
I didn't see any signage, and not only are they parking on both sides, but in some spots they're parking right across from each other on both sides, and I'm sure that it would be difficult to get a fire truck through.
Thank you.
So,
Anyone else? Matters not on the agenda that the council would like to make an announcement for?
Yep, this
Yes.
Wednesday through Saturday, the City of Janesville Rec is doing their haunted hayride in Enchanted Forest at Palmer Park. My kids always look forward to it every year.
There's a ticket to.
come on
be
down,
careful.
I'll say hi.
Be careful. There's somebody who'll scare their kids right there.
Great. Anyone else?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion granted. We are adjourned.